The DK rap, but it doesn't stop at the end, it just keeps going, naming new Kangs. They are increasingly obscure and scary until you get an absolute abomination Kang. He has no mass. He has no face. This Kang is a color out of space. He can't be seen, nor be displayed. When you look at him your mind is flayed. He doesn't exist and he isn't here. The unknown Kang has disappeared. Like, no offense to my friends and family, but if I had the chance to abandon this timeline for a medieval fantasy land, I would absolutely do it. Goodbye student loans and depression, hello cool magic crap, and most likely an early death by sword as it should be. Have fun crapping in outhouses and losing loved ones to the plague. Medieval fantasy, not actually medieval times, you impudent fool. Unpopular opinion, but literally not one person in the world should have their human rights violated. If one person's rights can be waved away, so can yours. Yes, even those people. Are finales that hard, or are you just that homophobic, that bad at writing? Just pretend you like your fans somewhat. Jesus, you'll deserve more. I know this is about SPN, but I read finales as finals and thought this was a specific call out post to me not writing my final paper. The implication that you thought I was calling you homophobic for not doing your paper is killing me. In Greek mythology, which goddess was considered the most beautiful? Don't ask me this. This is how the Trojan War started. I don't want this man. Right away, Aphrodite popped into my head. And then I'm just like, damn it, did you learn nothing from Paris? You are an embarrassment. And now all the Trojans are dead. I hope you're happy. If you are ever actually in this situation. Pro tip name, Persephone. Half the goddesses will be too surprised to smite you immediately, and while Hades won't do you any favors, he may at least high-five you while you're on your way down. Another tip, name Hesperion. Not only will you shock everyone, including her since Aphrodite was a jealous hoe who burnt half her fact off, but you'll win Hades' favor. As his most beloved daughter, anything that praises her will make you a kind human to her, an okay human to him, and a genuinely good person to anyone else. I heartily endorse this alternative answer. I love how all of this advice leads to please Hades at all costs. Firefighters arrive at an apartment complex going up in flames. Parked nearby is a truck identical to Th's, only colored blue. Crap, the battalion chief yells. The fire helpers are already here. Come on, we gotta hurry. Team Fortress 2. Normalize flopping. It's okay to fail, baby. Shrek's even. The amount of people saying I thought you meant flopping on the ground. Target audience. If you say I love you a lot, it loses its meaning. Beach, does the sun lose its light just because it rises every morning? You get more used to bright light the longer you are embraced by it. Thoughtless post. So getting used to receiving love is a bad thing. Okay, edgelord. If I die, my funeral's gonna be the biggest freaking party and you're all invited. If, great. The only party I've ever been invited to, and he might not even die. TIL that a captive beluga whale learned how to speak rudimentary English after 7 years in captivity. It was only known after a diver visiting his tank at night heard voices telling me to get out when no one else was in sight. It was actually the beluga whale. LMRO, I would piss myself on sight, you big white BRD, don't speak up at me. Imagine a species learning to speak, just so it can tell you to piss off. Friendly reminder that yesterday when my mom took me to Walmart, she left me alone in the toilet paper section and this guy started hitting on me. And I said sorry, I'm a lesbian. And he was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I thought you were a boy. Soda just spewed out my nose. That was a plot twist. I'm the guy in the silver car in the background who's late for work because this goddamn chicken is fighting a chandelier. Pour oils and fats down your sink drains immediately. Also be sure to pour grease down there too. A lot of it. Nothing bad will happen, trust me, just do it. Pour grease down the drain. Potion of frick landlord. I have this writing style I like to call uncertain. It's where the narrator isn't really sure what they are talking about either. That is so powerful and I want to write a short story in this style now, thank you. The park has been there for as long as I'd lived there, I think. I couldn't be sure. I was never one to go to the park anyway, nobody has any clue what's going on. Self-aware unreliable narrator. Date men who communicate and apologize. Date women who communicate and apologize. Date people who communicate and apologize. If you are a game designer and you force me to kill wolves and you have them make that puppy noises, I am killing you. See, this never happens in Spider Solitaire for Windows. By Talis, this can't be happening. Fun fact, ever wondered why it's called the Iliad? Because Ilium was another name for Troy, and the ad suffix was used to mean the story of. This mean that, if you translated the title, the Iliad should actually be called Troy Story. Thanks, I hate it. You got a friend in horse. You do not have a friend in horse. Normally I'd say it's good for indie devs to take their time on games, but someone get these guys some silksong news before they end up really hurting themselves. DM. The orc captain fires his bow, and that's a hit, and he rushes, and hit, and bonus move, and oh geez, that's a big hit. I'm sorry, man. Claire, sadly pulling out a fresh character sheet. It's alright. I guess in the next act you're gonna meet Borom's brother Faramir. I just lost 6 followers. The single greatest shot in cinematic history is when Wesley confidently asserts, rodents of unusual size, I don't think they exist, and then the ROUS dive bombs him out of freaking nowhere and tackles him to the ground. Die mad about it. AirPods, the car is coming. AirPods, look out, oh god, they can't hear us. They are AirPods. 2018, let's bring back fanfic authors interrupting their own stories to have conversations with the characters. Ronald blushed under his clown makeup. Why you like me? Me. Squee. Here it comes. Ronald McDonald. Shut up. Burger King. Yes, Ronald. It has always been you. Burger King said, I'm going to personally kick your ass. Crafting. I didn't mean to use meat. Echoing from deep within the mind. Slap 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 slap. When laundry powder manufacturers want clothes to appear whiter than white, they add a trace of blue dye. When hair dye manufacturers want hair to appear blacker than black, they add a trace of blue dye. Blue is both a white intensifier and a black intensifier, which is actually a pretty good art tip. Very few things in nature are blue or blue tinted. Traces of yellow opposite of blue turns whites to off-whites and blacks to browns. Both colors quite common in our natural world, so our brains interpret blue tinted colors as whiter than nature and blacker than nature. I guess this also explains why I feel like I've crossed halfway into an alien dimension whenever there's an ultraviolet light turned on. Thieves watching YouTubers home tour vlog. Interesting. Me after reading about the Biford dolphin diving bell accident. Watching straight porn until I get hard. Watching gay porn until I get hard. Everywhere I go, I see her face. If you could change your name, what would you change it to? 40 exclamation points in a row, and it is pronounced like a person screaming. Reblog if you're bisexual and sleepy. When you're so tired your eyelids are like shut it down boys, but your brain is like open those gates lads, and you're closing your eyes then opening then closing then opening then closing then opening then closing. Your brain. Listen here mate, I know what I said, and I stick by it. I cling to my mistakes like a real man. Michela Sarah, I had a dream Kanye West was my dad. When he texts you first. My phone. Storage almost full. Me. Be quiet. I can't. The hashtags are hilarious. I left the toilet seat up yesterday, and at 2 AM this morning, it finally happened. To all the women in my life, past and present, I apologize. Especially my grandma. I get it now. My knees hit my chest. Folded like a lawn chair. Scariest moment of 2016. I knocked everything off every counter on my way down. All my life I had to fight. So cold. For some reason I yelled who isn't here as I was falling. Thought I was being attacked. I was still asleep. Survivor. Free my boy, he didn't do nothing. 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Free. Too many people. Crap post generator is going to kill us all. Breaking news. More shark attacks during Shark Week because they all think we are saying Shark Week and it upset them. The last time I watched two grown men stare into each other's eyes and ignore everyone around them for minutes at a time while refusing to acknowledge their feelings for one another, I was baited for 10 years and it was hell, but damn it, I'm ready to do it again. Here's to hoping the fruity firefighters don't make us wait that long. Cheers. I've never seen a single episode of 911, but y'all got me invested. This is how everyone else must have felt for those forsaken 10 years. Venom. Let There Be Carnage was everything that NBC Hannibal was too afraid to do. Send post. Pukicho movie review. The movies I saw this past week for the first time. Inglourious Bastards. Woohoo BDDDDDBBDDBDD. Fire kill. Shoot kill. Woohoo fire fire. No sir. Kill 10 out of 10. Falling down. Bang bang violence bang kill. Kill. Cool kill. But the overacting and stereotypes. 7 out of 10. Megamind. Megamind. Alien blue guy. Bang. Kill nerd 7.5 out of 10. How dare you give Megamind a paltry 7.5 out of 10. I do not care about your childhood nostalgia. I will frick Megamind. Sipping on that crap that made the ape escape. Reading philosophy. Well, it depends. Just a girl trying not to rip her skin off. Odd and off-putting girl October. Laughing my pussy off. Yeah, I looked both ways before crossing the street. I looked both handsome and radiant. Too bad I got hit by that car. Frick it, be creative even if you never really make anything. Write out plot synopses of stories and then move on. Designs OCs you'll never use. Make mood boards and concept art and don't do anything with them. Life's too short to forget everything that inspired you, and creation doesn't have to be complete to be worth the time you put into it. See, you and I, we are like SpongeBob and Patrice. Gay, that's his snail. Why the actual frick is Chris Pratt Mario? Danny DeVito for Rasalnia. OMG, I thought this was a crap post. What do you mean it's real? Frick therapy, I'm becoming a knight. Gay AF to be a knight. Why are you meeting another man's challenge so you can seek him out 1 year hence? What even is atheism? A non-profit organization. Me stutters out 15 sentence fragments that no one can make sense of, not even me. Me, you know, that one friend who knows you better than you. Yeah. Vampire. What do you call the line that meets the sea? May I come in? Me. What was that? Vampire. What do you call the line that meets the sea? May I come in? Me. Sure. Vampire. You fool. I've been laughing at this all day. Me. Beach. Vampire. Disappointed vampire noises. My counselor. Talking about psychology. Our frontal lobe is what separates us from monkeys. Me. You mean the part that doesn't work properly in my brain? My counselor. Right. Me. Right. So what you're saying is, basically, I'm monkey. Children are wild. Today one of my students threw a stuffed animal across the room and it landed directly in a plate filled with paint. And I had it narrowed down to a few kids, but no one would confess, so I made them all put their toys away and have 5 minutes of quiet time to reflect on their behavior. During that 5 minutes of relative silence, this group of 3-year-olds invented a new classmate, named him, and unanimously blamed him for throwing the toy across the room. There was not a single weak link. They were all ride or die. Unreal. House party tonight. People with Androids free. People with iPhones $20. Since you all got it, how about BlackBerry users? If you pulling up with a BlackBerry you get paid $20. I want George Washington replaced with Dolly Parton on the dollar bill, and I want people to call it a dolly bill. And no sir, I have not been smoking. This idea is reasonable and sound. Thank you and good day. Would you be mad is the funniest thing to append to hypothetical questions, especially if it doesn't make any sense. What if Granny Smith apples were called Granny Smith apples? Would you be mad? Media where all of the characters are non-human creatures except for the token non-binary character, who is a regular ass human. Wait, this is just Undertale. I could fix him, yeah. Well, I could accept him as he is. You don't like the murder. Grow up. The atrocities are part of him, and I've decided they're funny. I could fix him. Well, I could bear the burden of his hatred and die with him. Collecting fictional fricked up little men the way children collect weird dead bugs. When you share really personal crap about yourself and it's fine in the moment and you feel good, but like 3 hours later you're like, why did I say that? And your brain is literally flicking the lights on and off screaming, welcome to hell, welcome to hell.
Howdy folks, I hope that you all enjoyed episode 331 of Top Tumblr Memes. If you did, feel free to drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. There's about 40% or so of my daily, monthly viewership that is unsubscribed to this channel. Can you believe it? And if you all subscribe, then I could probably get to my goal of 14,000 subscribers before the new year. So think about that. You could be helping me out, I help you out, I provide you daily content, a little tit for tat, you know what I'm saying? Think about it. Thank you all for your responses to 2 days ago's question of the day and for all interaction I've been getting on the channel. It's greatly appreciated. Keep an eye out for, you know what's funny? I found a Pikachu video that I did in February that I just never uploaded. So be ready to see that. I was in my old apartment, so it'll be a change of scenery, and it'll be different me. I'll probably have shorter hair and, you know, not look nearly as handsome as I do right now, of course. So yeah, and I'm also working on a meme stolen from Tumblr, Gay Arsonist, a couple other Tumblr users for you all. So keep an eye out for those. And for today's question of the day, I was just jamming out in the shower to the Hercules soundtrack. So I was wondering what soundtrack from a children's movie, like from Disney or Pixar, do you love and you can just jam out to? I'm torn because obviously there's so many great ones, but let me know which one's your favorite in the comments. I look forward to reading them. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever time of day it is for you. And I'll see you all tomorrow with episode 332 of Top Tumblr Memes. Peace out, guys.